stage now is the high school B band, and you may have heard before, this is the first year in North Carolina that we have had 4 all-state jazz bands. The jazz programs around here have just grown so much, we felt it was very important to honor that. So can we have a round of applause for our inaugural B band? You've already heard 2 awesome bands, and you're going to hear another one right now. Our next clinician is Ms. Colleen Clark. She's a professor of jazz studies at University of South Carolina and an amazing drummer who has done amazing things. I'm going to let you read that in the program instead of just list those off, because we do have a concert to get to. But the kids have had an awesome time with her this weekend. I'm sure they've learned a ton. I know all the directors have, and we've had a great time. So I'm going to turn the stage over to Colleen Clark and the high school B band.
For the amazing high school B-Band. Before I forget, I want to say thank you so much to Margie and Tyler for being wonderful handlers all weekend, letting me know where I should be, when I should be, and that is a really important job for both parties. Make sure that the band director's there in the right place at the right time, right, Kat? Yeah. So we can get our work done. So it's I'm making a joke of it, but it's a really big deal, and they've taken such great care of all of us. So please, can we give them a round of applause? So as was mentioned, I am in my 5th year at the University of South Carolina, just very close here in Columbia, South Carolina, and of course now representing that great state, I always try to pay tribute to one of the people that is from that state, and of course that's the great Dizzy Gillespie. Have we heard of him before? Okay, just making sure. And so I love to do this tune because not only is it great for us as a band, but it actually puts a little pressure on you cats too. Are you okay to sing along with us? You good with that? Okay, great. So we're going to play this tune called Ooh Bop Shabam. And the beboppers not only were creating a new musical language, but also it seeped into the culture too, and how they talked to each other and gave each other nicknames, et cetera, et cetera. So one of the nicknames that was given to one of my favorite drummers, and probably Professor Taylor's favorite drummer too, that's the great Kenny Clark, was named Kluke, because when he was playing in a big band in 1938, 1939, and with Teddy Hill, making trouble with Dizzy Gillespie, trying to figure out, how do we get out of this swing thing and do something else? The band leader, Teddy Hill, was like, what are you playing on that Klukamop stuff? And then he fired him. Which actually was great for jazz history, honestly, because then we had bebop. So a Klukamop, we're really talking about Kenny Clark. So, Cass, can we demonstrate for a second? I know we didn't practice it, you can do it. Sing, 1, 2, sing, 2, ready, and... Bebop, shabam. A Klukamop, but ready, steady, now, one more time, and bebop, shabam. You can do it better, I'm sure. Maybe we got stage fright without the band. We gotta play it, right? Maybe it'll feel better if we play it. Top, here we go. Enjoy. Bebop, shabam. 1, 1. in the theme of Dizzy Gillespie, we were honored to have the great John Faddis, who's one of my mentors, down to work with our regional assistant Ellington about a month ago. And when I was putting this program together, I always love to do the South Carolina thing, but I've also connected it to Faddis as well, being the protege of Dizzy Gillespie, right? The first tune we played was Cottontail, and the first edition from Jazz at Lincoln Center was actually edited by John Faddis, which I didn't know until I had a look at it the other day. And then this last tune that we're going to do is connected to Faddis and Dizzy as well, because the tune is by Machito, the great Machito. And so we've got such just amazing amount of rich jazz history here in the Carolinas. And so what better way than to get all of you to clap the clave with us and dance in your seats. Maybe be safe, however you want to dance. When we do our version of Kenya, thank you so much for having me. It's really been a true honor. And thanks to all these amazing parents and band teachers that are in the room. Hey, cats, can we give a round of applause for them? Because hey, without you, there's no them. And so thank you so much. It's been a true honor. We hope you enjoy our rendition of Kenya.